Did you know the skies have a new reigning champion for safety in 2025? That's right. Air New Zealand has officially been crowned the world's safest airline. And trust me, this isn't just another shiny title. It's a badge earned through years of dedication, innovation, and an unwavering commitment to keeping passengers secure. So, what makes Air New Zealand stand out above the rest? For starters, their accident record is basically spotless. I'm talking 0 hull loss incidents and 0 fatal crashes in recent decades. In an industry where safety statistics matter, that's a track record you can count on. But it's not just luck or good weather that keeps Air New Zealand at the top. Let's talk about their fleet. These guys operate one of the youngest fleets in the sky today. Newer planes mean cutting-edge technology, improved reliability, and of course the latest in passenger comfort and safety features. When you step onto one of their aircraft, you're literally walking into the future of aviation. But a safe plane is just the beginning. You need a crew you can trust, and Air New Zealand's pilots are some of the best trained in the world. Their training isn't just about logging hours in the cockpit. It's about constant, rigorous assessments. They use advanced simulators, real-world emergency drills, and regular refresher courses, all designed to keep skills razor-sharp. Flying with Air New Zealand means you're in the hands of people who take safety as seriously as you do. Now let's talk about something most passengers never see. Operational safety audits. Air New Zealand invites independent experts to put their systems and procedures under the microscope. We're talking everything from maintenance routines to security workflows. Passing these audits is no small feat. And Air New Zealand doesn't just pass, they excel. It's not just the airline itself either. Being a government-listed company with public shareholders in New Zealand means there's an extra layer of accountability. They're not just answering to a boardroom, they answer to an entire nation. That transparency and public oversight helps keep standards sky high. At the end of the day, flying is about trust. When you buckle up on an Air New Zealand flight, you're putting your faith in their hands. And they've proven time and again that they deserve it. So next time you're booking a trip and safety is your top priority, you know who's leading the pack in 2025. Did you know there's an airline that hasn't had a single fatal jetliner crash since 1951? I'm talking about Qantas, Australia's flag carrier, and the world's second safest airline in 2025. Whether you're a frequent flyer or just dreaming of your next big trip, it's pretty comforting to know your flight is in good hands, right? So what sets Qantas apart from the rest? First up, their pilots are absolute legends. Qantas is known for having some of the toughest training standards out there. Before pilots even step into the cockpit, they go through intense simulations and rigorous checks. Only the best make the cut. And even after they're hired, it's constant learning and retesting to make sure everyone's on their A game. But pilot skill is just one part of the story. Qantas is all about innovation. They were one of the first airlines to introduce things like the black box flight recorder, and they're always updating their fleet with the latest safety tech. We're talking real-time engine monitoring, advanced weather radar, and groundbreaking maintenance routines that spot issues before they ever become a problem. You don't just have to take my word for it either. Qantas consistently scores top marks from international aviation safety audits. I mean, these guys get inspected by some of the toughest regulators in the world, and they keep coming out on top, year after year. It's not just about avoiding disaster, it's about making every single flight as smooth and safe as possible. If you've flown with Qantas, you know what I mean. Those extra safety videos, the attentive crew, even the way they talk through turbulence, it's all designed to make you feel confident from takeoff to touchdown. And honestly, flying isn't just about getting from point A to point B. It's about the experience. Trusting you're in good hands so you can focus on the adventure ahead. Whether you're crossing the outback, heading to Sydney, or flying halfway around the world, Qantas has you covered. So next time you're booking a flight and safety is at the top of your list, you know who to look for. Qantas, the second safest airline in the world for 2025, with a track record that's hard to beat. Fly safe, travel far, and chase those dreams. I'll see you in the skies.
Hey travelers, If you're like me, picking the right airline is about way more than just the price or how good the snacks are. Safety is at the top of my list, especially with so many options out there. So today let's dive into the top 3 safest airlines of 2025. These are the carriers I'd trust for my next big adventure. Ready? Let's go. At number 3, we've got Cathay Pacific. Based in the super busy hub of Hong Kong, Cathay Pacific isn't just known for its world-class service and cozy cabins, it's also a safety superstar. Get this. Since 1972 they haven't had a single hull loss or fatal accident. That's over 50 years of spotless flying. They're owned by Swire Group and Air China, which means they've got some serious backing to keep their standards sky high. Every time I fly with Cathay, I feel like I'm in good hands no matter how far I'm going. Next, coming in at number 2 is Qatar Airways. If you love flying on the newest, shiniest planes, this is your airline. Qatar Airways, owned by the state through the Qatar Investment Authority, runs one of the youngest fleets in the skies. Their planes are packed with cutting-edge tech and safety systems. But it's not just about having modern jets. Qatar Airways goes all in on the strictest global safety checks and audits. It's no wonder they've won awards year after year. When I'm booking a long-haul trip, Qatar is always up there for me. They just make you feel secure from takeoff to touchdown. And finally, let's talk about Emirates, my number 1. Flying out of Dubai, Emirates is one of the most recognized airlines on the planet. But behind all that luxury, they've got an exemplary safety record. Every plane is meticulously maintained, think regular checks, world-class engineers, and a zero-compromise policy on safety. Emirates is owned by the Dubai government and they invest huge resources to keep everything running perfectly. Whether you're jetting off to Europe, Asia, or across the globe, Emirates' dedication to safety really stands out. So there you have it, Cathay Pacific, Qatar Airways, and Emirates. These airlines aren't just about fancy seats or gourmet meals, they make safety their mission every single day. Next time you're booking, think about more than just the price, because when it comes to flying, peace of mind is priceless. Let me know in the comments what's the safest airline you've ever flown with.
Alright, let's talk about one of the safest airlines you can fly with in 2025, Virgin Australia. Among aviation enthusiasts, safety isn't just a buzzword, it's a core value. So why does Virgin Australia rank as the 5th safest airline this year? Let's break it down. First, a little background. Virgin Australia is publicly listed under Virgin Australia Holdings. They've been serving travelers for over 2 decades. And during all that time, there hasn't been a single fatal accident or hull loss event. That's right, 0. In an industry where even the smallest incident makes headlines, that kind of record is almost unheard of. So, what's their secret? It all starts with their safety protocols. Virgin Australia invests heavily in up-to-date technology and rigorous maintenance schedules. Every aircraft gets inspected and serviced on a routine basis, often going above the industry minimum requirements. Their maintenance teams are trained to spot even the smallest irregularities long before they become issues. Now, let's talk about pilots. Virgin Australia doesn't just hire skilled aviators, they put them through some of the most thorough training programs in the world. Every pilot undergoes regular simulation drills, emergency procedures, and continuous education. They're always prepared for the unexpected, and that translates directly into safer flights for everyone on board. Excellence in audits is another reason Virgin Australia stands out. Year after year, they pass independent safety audits with flying colors. No pun intended. These audits look at everything: operational procedures, crew performance, maintenance records, and even how the airline responds to rare emergencies. Virgin Australia's transparency and commitment ensure that nothing slips through the cracks. For aviation enthusiasts like me, safety is about more than statistics. It's about trust. When you step onto a Virgin Australia aircraft, you're boarding a plane operated by a company that doesn't just meet global safety standards, they set them. So next time you're planning a trip and wondering which airline to trust, remember Virgin Australia's spotless record, relentless training, and top-notch audits. That's why they're in the top 5 safest airlines of 2025, and why I wouldn't hesitate to fly with them myself.